What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm inside of a Goodwill once again, looking for things to sell on eBay, make some money. Checking out this glass here. Let me know if you see anything great that I may have missed. But I do see these salt and pepper shakers. Now, these kind of things are weird at Goodwill because they put prices on each one, usually. In this case, only one price, so I'm assuming it's for both. When I went to pay for it, the lady even said they usually price them individual, but I'll give them to you for $2.99. I don't know why they would think people would want to buy one salt or one pepper shaker or just pay $6. If you want to price them $6, just price them $6. Put a piece of tape around them or something to show that you should buy both. Just weird in my opinion. And kind of another example of GOODWILL just trying to get more money than they should. I noticed they started locking up the bathrooms. You have to get a bathroom key as they're afraid somebody will steal something. It's just getting weird. So there's a Stroby. I put that in my cart and make some money on that. Just sitting over here in the toys. Really, it's a Halloween item. But yeah, I remember they used to have you show ID if you used a credit card. It just took forever to check out. If you paid with anything over $20, they were checking to make sure it was, not counterfeit. And I'm just thinking, wow, Goodwill, you're getting this stuff for free, right? And you care more about theft than, all these big other retail stores, just to the point where it's a big inconvenience to the customers. I thought this pink elephant might be worth something, so I grabbed it to look up. Not worth anything, no, unfortunately, because some are. Here's an otter plush. Some otter plush are actually worth quite a bit of money. Certain brands I've noticed. Who Knew game up here, but I decided to pass on it because of the price. I find them cheaper. There's a Mall Madness. Now, this isn't the one that's worth a lot that I had in a video recently, and missing pieces and stuff anyway. Billionaire game up there. They had that priced high. It doesn't sell for much. So I do find these Native American dolls here. So pretty cool. Some hats I'm finding. I got this John Deere hat. It's vintage. It's not a great one, but it is vintage. It's got that cool look to it. It's $1.49. I also got some cool luggage in the cart I'll be talking about in the haul of the video. And what else we got here for hats? Not seeing anything else I want to pick up. There's a Tylus hat. Usually don't pick those up unless they're something special or new. But here's some hats I ended up finding the next day. And these are vintage Miami Dolphins hats. One's a, Pro-Line hat, so not bad. Another checkered hat's the third one I've found. Checking the bags to see if there's anything. All those colorful ones, I thought it might be Lisa Frank. So, unfortunately not. Some of those Lisa Frank bags are big money. It is Lisa Frank, right? I'm saying that. It doesn't sound right in my head. But, unfortunately, not valuable. Just stuff that, is not going to really sell on eBay, or at least for much. Purses, I don't thoroughly go through purses. It's just one of those gray areas for me. I look for certain brands if I can see them, like I'm doing right now. Purse sellers, let me know if you see anything I could have picked up. But yeah, if I see like a Coach or something obvious, I'll look into it more. Over here, they got some portfolio lights. These things come from Lowe's. Buy them on clearance every now and then, make money. I think Goodwill had this price like $10 or $15. I can't even remember. I remember looking them up. There's a Starbucks mug, like a glitter one up there. I did look that up just in case. Not worth picking up. But I see these Dino Zapp, like bug zappers for $3.99. And I'm like, probably not worth it. But I'll check them out. There's two here. Surprisingly valuable. So I ended up grabbing both of those. Going to make some good money on those, I think. Might be a bit of a slow seller, but saw some good comps. There's a drill, $14.99, no battery, older. Not really interested in it. I don't think it has any value at $15 there. Nothing special. On this side, what do we have? Some Real Fit underwear of some sort. And I did find some good things today, actually. I guess my camera battery died. I don't remember exactly since this was like a month ago at the recording of this video, but yeah, I'm missing some footage. So usually, yeah, my batteries are getting old in these cameras. It shows that, you know, they have 60% battery life, then just all of a sudden they die. So I have to buy some new batteries to stop that from happening. But got some good stuff at this Goodwill already. I head over to Lowe's. Got these over the stove like lights, priced dirt cheap, and there was some I was going to buy, but then I saw that there was not the ones that were actually on clearance when I went to buy them, so I had to leave those. They get some of these battery packs though, which I've already sold these. They sold fairly quick. And I even found some, I think it was this cobalt polisher. I forget the price on these. I think I recorded the price because some people don't believe I find this stuff for as cheap as I say I do. So I think I went back to record the price labels here. There's $34 marked down from $139 and $80 marked down to $20. So pretty good finds in this Lowe's, but overall some really good finds today. Let me show you everything I got today. Check it out. It's time to go over what I got today, or really over a couple days, I guess. But let's just start with some of this clearance. I got at Lowe's and Home Depot, got some of these Cobalt Orbit polishers, and I believe they were like $30, marked down from about $130. Not sure, they probably don't come with batteries. I'm not sure if they do or not, but it looked like I can make some money. They were selling for around $80 on eBay. Might even be able to sell them on Amazon. So picked up a couple of those. And we also got these Honeywell house humidifiers, which comes with a thermostat. These were normally $319. I got them for $80 a piece. So they don't sell for $319 online, but I think I'll still make around $100 a piece on them in the end. So there's a couple $100 there. And then right here, I got some of these Honeywell humidifier controls, and these were $7. 4 of them, they're actually selling for $55 on Amazon. However, only one I'm going to be able to send into Amazon because the packaging on the others have way too much damage, but still selling for around $25-30 on eBay, so I'll make some money there on those. And then I picked up these Flex, I guess they're battery chargers of some sort. They're normally $80. I paid $20 a piece for them, and I think currently I was just doubling my money on them, so able to make about $40 there. So not bad at all. So some pretty good clearance pickups, and we got some good thrifting stuff as well. For $10, I picked up this Sony camcorder, and this is one of the, well, I was hoping it was Hi8 or something. I saw the case and I'm like, oh, Sony Handycam. Hopefully this is a nice Hi8 camcorder. Is worth about $200, $250. It's one of these that uses like the DVD, little DVD disc, but it's in good condition, and it's got the charger and stuff there with it. I haven't really went through any of the other bags or compartments, but yeah, it was looking like probably $75 I should be able to sell that for. So for paying $10 for it, should be some good profit coming in. And then this is a pretty cool piece. This is a Hartman luggage, like train carry-on case, I believe they're called. Unfortunately, it does not have the keys, but it is in just incredible condition. It doesn't have the mirror. It's supposed to have a mirror here, but the plastic piece is still intact. You can get some really high-end Hartman luggage items at $15. I think I saw this one selling for around $60 or $75. I don't even remember exactly, but this is in such good condition. Really no damage or flaws that I decided, yeah, I could probably try selling it for $75. Honestly, with the keys, I might just price it $60 or something like that, unless I can get a key replacement. Still really cool. You don't come across those very often. So here's a Strobe Ghost, and it's kind of funny because in one of my videos where I was recording in Goodwill, I picked it up, held it in front of the camera, and set it down one time, and somebody's like, why didn't you pick up the Strobe? And I'm like, I don't know. I went and looked it up. I'm like, yeah, these sell pretty good. So I found another one today in another Goodwill for $3.99, and I went ahead and bought it. I could probably sell this for about $30. I'm thinking pretty easily. So kind of made up for the last one I didn't buy, I guess. Got some vintage hats as well. I picked up this John Deere hat. I don't think it's super valuable. It's not a K Products or anything like that. Some of these John Deere hats, vintage, can be worth hundreds. Maybe a 20, $30 hat max. I doubt it gets that high, but it's got the cool classic look to it, so I do think it will sell. I paid $1.49 for that one. I paid $1.49, I think, for all three of these. Now, this is funny because here's a Logo Athletic Proline Dolphins hat. It's got that checkered look to it. Now, this is the third hat I've found, the checkered hats, Logo Athletic. To call them in the last videos, I've just been saying I wish I could find the better Logo Athletic hats. I've sold Logo Athletic, some close to $200. These are kind of less like the basic ones. So unfortunately, when I saw this, even though all three hats have been different teams, I'm like, it's $20, $25 max. And what's weird, when it comes to finding hats, vintage hats, I found more Miami Dolphins vintage hats than any other team. It's crazy. I remember not long ago I went to a garage sale and there was like probably 30 different Miami Dolphins vintage hats, and I live in Ohio, so I don't know why there's so many Miami Dolphins hats around. I guess they were just such a big team in the 90s. I know I had a Dolphin starter jacket back when I was a teenager, but still, I don't mind finding them if they're good hats. I have sold one. I've sold a few Dolphins hats because I find so many. This past year, one had a plush head on it. I think I sold for $100, and there's another one I think I sold for about $150. I think it was a sports specialities. I don't even remember. Anyway, this one is about $20, $25 max. Same with this one, and pretty much the same price for all three with the John Deere. So I'll make some money on those hats. So here is, I thought this was Monster High at first, but it's not. It is Once Upon a Zombie, I believe it is. This is like a Rapunzel doll. Pretty rare in the United States from what I can tell. Seems like most of the comps and the ones on eBay are from the UK. I did see one sell for $45 with the stand, so I paid $1.99 for it. Should be able to make some money on it. Not sure how much. I think it's missing the shoes. I also picked up these Native American dolls and clothing. They were $1.99 a piece. They're brand new. And then two clothing items here, which are also $1.99. I just went ahead and bought everything. It looked like the dolls were selling for around $15. I didn't see any comps for the clothing. So what I'm going to do is just lot all of this together. I got $8 into it there. Probably priced at $30, $40 plus shipping. I think it's going to sell. So I decided to look up these duck salt and pepper shakers. And I was surprised. And they are actually selling okay. I think I can sell these for like $20, $25. They're in really good condition. Paid $2.99 for them. So here's something I didn't expect to be very valuable. These Dino Zapp. Now these batteries might be leaking in there. It's hard to tell. But I guess these extend, and I don't think I've ever seen the extending ones, but $3.99. There's quite a few comps around $40. So I'll probably price these about $40 plus shipping, and we'll just see if they sell. Always look up stuff because you just never know. Here's a Tonka truck. Honestly, I haven't done much research on this. I tried to look it up inside of Goodwill. It was only $3.99. Google Lens, I could only find a red one like this that sold. I think it sold for like $45. This one has a little bit of rust. I paid $5.99. Did I say $4? I figure I can make a little bit of money even if it's not that valuable. The reason I just decided to buy it, it didn't look like it was going to be that valuable, but there are some different ones selling for around $80. Very similar. And I'm just like, I'll just buy it, take it home and research it. I think there's some money there. And I just haven't really looked into it since I got home, but I'm hoping to make at least $15 there. Bought some VHS. I don't buy a lot of VHS, but I got a couple horror things here and some sealed sets like Schindler's List and some other ones, and they're 99 cents. So when I can buy the horror, and you can do a horror VHS lot, they sell good. Some of the sealed stuff by itself will sell well. Honestly, I think the Lord of the Rings was selling for about $15 sealed. But the plan is to just kind of hoard this stuff when I find it new for 99 cents or less. New sealed, I'm just throwing it in a tote. It's one of those things that down the line, you just never know. In 15 years, this stuff may be hot. Back when Nintendo games were being clearanced out, no one ever thought that, a sealed Nintendo game would be put in plastic and sold for like $35,000, right? So maybe VHS that'll happen in a few decades and I'll be set, right? But I doubt it. Still, there's a little bit of money to make on the sealed ones and some of the horror stuff. Got some vintage Christmas items, these lighted bells of Noel, 1979. I found one with this exact box that sold for $50 plus shipping pre-owned. There's some other ones. It seems like they have different boxes. Maybe they're made by different companies. Still selling between $30 and $50. So should do well on these. Looks like they're complete and in good condition in there. Got the power supply and everything. Then I just picked up a couple of vintage nativity scene sets. And these were kind of interesting because they're just like this plastic, says made in Italy on there, but just this plastic kind of set. And for $2.99, I'm like, you know, like even if I sold it for $15, I could make some money. Maybe it's worth more. I'll have to do more research on this kind of stuff, but I also decided to pick up this one also for $2.99, and it's just like a scene in there. Also has a made in Italy stamp, I guess. Not that that matters, you know, it's no major brand or anything like that, but just the fact that it's vintage and people more than likely buy it. And for that price, I can make some money. So I got a few clothing items. This one right here is just this Green Bay Packers starter 1998 jersey. Number 18 Freeman. I knew this wasn't going to be worth a lot, but it wasn't priced up. It's vintage. It's in amazing condition. It's probably worth like $20. Certain players, certain teams worth a lot more. Some of these starter jerseys, maybe more so the pro line if I'm remembering correctly. But I also got this vintage Chase 18 jacket, and I wasn't going to buy it. I figured it's probably not worth that much, but again, this is in just amazing condition. I looked it up and I saw this exact one sell for $45 plus shipping, I believe it was. So at that price, for paying, I believe, $4.99 for it, I had to pick it up. And I also got this chalk line, kind of like the starter pro line stuff, right? Not huge money. Not a super great one by any means, but that should sell for at least $25, $30 minimum. So between the three pieces of clothing, gonna make some profit. But there it is, everybody. That's my haul for today. You know what I'm going to do. Ask you to hit that like button. Ask you to be subscribed if you would. Helps the video out a lot. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.